2nd.
All right, welcome to the Cross Time College Football Recap Show, Week 10, Crossroads Sports Game Time Podcast. Brandon Reeve, Jonathan Birdsong, D-Cot. Gentlemen, how are we doing?
Man, any better, man? I think I'd be in jail right now, man. Hell of a weekend of football. Hasn't ended yet, man. I'm here and sunny. Sun is going down. Colorado Springs, about 75 degrees, no wind, mountains behind me. Yeah, man, life's pretty good right now.
JB?
Oh, man, you already know, man. I downloaded a whole bunch of college football yesterday from the Big Ten to the unfortunately, D-Cot fooled me into watching the daggone SEC football game that I kind of knew was going to go like I thought. But we'll get into the weeds of that, man. But, like, no, man, you know what I'm saying? I saw the World Series, too. How could you not? But I know we strictly college football tonight. But, like, no, man, what conference, what game, where y'all want to start at?
Yeah, I think, well, for me, great weekend overall. Well, I won't say great. I just got done talking D-Cot. There's some bets that did not go the way they were supposed to go. That kind of killed me, especially one I didn't take today that could have been for 8K. That kills me. But what I'm really excited for, and John's going to go freak out when I say this, I'm excited for Monday night at 7 o'clock, Arizona and Florida college basketball out in Vegas. College basketball season starting, baby. I'm loving it. Can't wait.
That's gonna be good.
Gonna freak out, man. If you want to slide one in, man, we can allow it, man.
Hey, the defending champs, Florida and Arizona, started off. So, hey, 3.5 spread.
Yeah, I'm tired of watching quote unquote exhibition basketball. This should be, you know what I'm saying, real live games, man. But I know they gotta do what they gotta do.
Let's give a round of applause real quick. I know it's a college football show, but let's give a round of applause to Indiana Pacers finally getting a dub. We beat the Warriors.
Hey, Pacer Nation, baby. Pacer Nation, right?
Hey, man, the homie D-Cot said on this podcast and on their show too, man, that it's still they gotta win a game. They gotta win a game. They gotta win some games. They got some, you know what I'm saying. But he said they dip it to the young guys and wait till the Matherstons and the TJ McConnells come back, and you make a run. They'll probably make a run. You know what I'm saying? Things get kind of quirky in January, late December. You know what I'm saying? And, hopefully they get those guys back. That's kind of how I look at it. But, yeah, shout out to the homie D-Cot. He said, play the young guys, man. The young guy, they had that dude. He been with the Pacers for 3 seasons, man. You blink and
Yeah.
All right. Let's go right in.
No, man, let's get to the football.
Yeah. My biggest
Don't
thing
get
is
sidetracked.
Once again, and I called it on our show on Wednesday night, John, you cannot trust the Miami Hurricanes. They went into SMU. First road game in over a month and a half.
I didn't believe it.
And minus 10.5. Minus 10.5. Don't forget that part either. Minus a big number like that.
SMU had looked real pedestrian against TCU coming off the week. So when Brandon said that on Crossroads Sports, I was like, oh, all right, Brandon, maybe you know something I don't, man. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, SMU, Miami, that was a disappointment, man. Miami, you're better than that. I know that's Brandon's catchphrase, but, like, no, they took themselves out of contention of anything.
Yeah, man. The tough thing about that game yesterday was I think the SMU held a little bit back, well, a lot back from last week is what is to your point, JB, about that how pedestrian they looked, right? It looked like they had an answer for everything that Miami did, right? Everything they did, they had an answer for. They didn't have as good of players because Miami has bought a lot of good players in the last offseason. But man, SMU looked apart yesterday, man. Very impressive win yesterday. Very impressive win.
Yeah, absolutely. Vanderbilt and Texas, backdoor push for betting wise, but when we made our picks, John, it was at 2.5, so we won that on our pick 'em. But right, I'll let you kind of talk, John. You know you're the Texas Vandy guy now, apparently. So
No, I'm
you are
not,
not a
man.
believer in Vandy.
Yeah,
Listen,
you are. Yes,
I
you
was
are.
watching.
Yeah.
I was tuned in. Listen, man, I only got so much. I only got so much TV time and screen time with my laptop, right? And y'all know how Eastside Wireless go, man. I'm just being transparent. So, uh, with all that, you know what I'm saying. I started off watching Rutgers in Illinois, man, which is a crying shame that Rutgers had to come that far. You know what I'm saying to play Illinois. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying. Good Midwestern football, and then D Cot on the chat line cons me and says, man, the game is, you know what I'm saying, on
Yeah.
ABC, man. So I get it, man, because there wasn't no game. Even though Penn State kind of hung around, there wasn't no game between Ohio State
Nah.
and Penn State.
Nah.
That wasn't no game. You know what I'm saying? That you can call that spring ball. That's spring ball practice, you know what I'm saying, for Ohio State. Look like, you know what I'm saying, for the most part. But like nah, man, Texas and Vanderbilt, you know, you get into the weeds of it, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, a lot of you folks, not Decot, because he's not the one. All you folks owe
Yeah,
Archman,
man.
all you folks owe Archman an apology. If anybody listen, I know they don't listen to me, but if anybody listening to the announcers, even Stark said it like when he kind of gave up some information, you know what I'm saying, to the announce team. He said, man, if we could just run 125 yards a game on the ground, he would be happy. Well, you know what I'm saying? He still don't have that. So like, you know what I'm saying, you gotta, you know, I guess press a little bit more on your defense, press a little bit more on Arch Manning. You know, they got to start these. You know, what I'm saying, we still got to remember that. You know, what I'm saying, though these athletes are being paid and whatnot, they still kids, man. You know what I'm saying, and
Yeah.
they're still learning, and there's still a learning curve with some of them, man. Like I thought it was kind of piss poor tackling that Texas had in the first half. Be honest with you, man. Even though they had a commanding lead, I thought it was some piss poor tackling. They was out like slip and slide. They was sliding on the daggone turf. I'm like, man, what the heck? You know what I'm
They missed some
saying?
opportunities. They missed some opportunities yesterday too, JB, on defense in that first half.
Yeah, a lot of these teams. I think this is what happened. This is why the homie Brian Kelly got fired, man. You got to keep these kids prepared and engaged into a full game. And like Texas, damn near didn't play a full. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, you know what I'm saying, they're at the end. You know what I'm saying, they start, you know what I'm saying, leaning on the defense. But like, damn, you should have put Vanderbilt to sleep. You know what I'm saying, to bed. You know what I'm saying. You had the kid riled up. They was making penalties, defensive penalties. You know what I'm saying. Whether you believe that, you know what I'm saying, Pavio Pega. I know Brandon's gonna give me on there, but whether you believe he pulled it, like you know what I'm saying. That's a
That
kid
name
like, man,
changes every week.
don't tell Joe
I
Jackson.
was thinking the same thing.
Don't tell Joe Jackson what that do. That's what you want, man. So you know they had a 15-yard penalty that, you know what I'm saying, you gave Vanderbilt a short field, man. So in big games like, you know what I'm saying, going further against the Georgia, against, you know what I'm saying, they still got A&M at the end. That's not gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and Eli, you want Eli. You want Arch to play like an Eli Manning or play like a Peyton. You know what I'm saying? In that big, but like you asking him a little bit too much, man. So they get out, 4-game win streak. I kind of called. I don't want that I called. I kind of called. I kind of saw it. I kind of they got some mental toughness. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, in that group. But like, man, nah, man. Defenses lapse, man. They got to know that they got to play a full game, dude. All these college kids, man, full game.
Is that complacency? Is that because the talent pool is a lot more level than it had been in years? A combination. You
You can
go up
say
big in
that.
the first quarter. You go up big early. You're at home. You saw the players even in the first half. JB talking to Afterluego Vega. The
Yeah,
first half, just in his face, every play, every play, every play. They hear him. People hear him talk. And that's what happens, though, right? There's good
right.
you good response when you talk, and then there's not so good. They were looking to light him up like a Christmas tree yesterday in that first half.
Yep.
And I think that had the team a little rattled a little bit, and then they just hung on for dear life, even though that end of the play score. That score wasn't a score. It's
Right.
challenges there, right? But I just think talent wins over still to this day. And I think Texas had more talent, and I think that's what won the game versus maybe one player, this player there.
Yeah, absolutely. The Hoosiers win. They win big. And John, we talked about this. And I think we talked about it twice on this show last week, and then Wednesday. Is Sig writing some checks that there's going to be some receipts at some point? He didn't need to run. Man, he's running up all these scores.
Let me start. Cause I know JB has his thought. Let me start first, and because I know JB's obviously of what I feel. Hey man, to hell with them. To hell with all them, all the naysayers that was talking mess at the beginning of last season. Who does this guy think he is? He brought over some players from the school he was at. They got lucky. They had veteran players. Then those guys are gone because most of those guys are 1 year left, right? He comes in. Mendoza comes from Cal this season, right? Still, no respect. You all see the boards. No, they haven't played anybody. It's still Indiana. Well, guess what? It may be Indiana on the shirt. Well, this is Alabama. Oh, it may be Indiana on the front of that jersey, though. Mm-hmm. Hey, man, they kicking ass and taking names. He taking receipts for what Indiana has gone through over the last 20 years as well, too. All those teams that kicked them in their rear end year after year and made them Indiana was everybody's homecoming game. That ain't happening no more.
Not no more.
Load them up, Kirk. Load them up. All you can do is either win or lose. But people know where you're coming from now. So for me, hey, I love it. I love that quiet confidence he had. He's not out there boasting about something he hasn't done. He's boasting about what they're doing. So for me, hey, rock on Kirk. Rock on Kirk.
I always say a little bit be apprehensive of doing that, of kind of throwing everything out there, especially when there is a bigger there's two bigger prizes that the Hoosiers have to have on. They should have had, beginning of the season, whether that been the Big Ten championship, and get into the playoffs, man. So, but D-Cop highlights a lot of things, man. So there was no belief in Heisman talk from Mendoza transfer at all, and now that's a serious thing. I still think man, when I pulled the jackets of all the guys, man, Todd Simpson got the best jacket of all. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe some of that might be, how we, Kirk supporting his guys. Kirk in his pressures, man, is very, stern and not necessarily, we could have did, he's always kind of saying we could have did better. We could have did better in this next game mentality. Yeah, we won that game, but it's next game mentality. So, you kind of respect that because it's kind of old school. So, but man, he knows he's kind of, guys have committed to Indiana at a certain number. You know what I'm saying? He knows that, maybe scouts ain't necessarily looking at it. Scouts probably, of course, flooded in Florida at the Florida game this past week. Scouts are always flooded in Ohio State. But you know what I'm saying? If Mendoza, you put enough pack with Mendoza, the running backs they have, the wides they have, you know what I'm saying? That's what they're doing. Put more film on tape for the scouts and saying, hey, man, look at us. And you know what I mean? So game is technically for sure in control. So man, I guess we just kind of on for the ride of more 40 and 50 burgers until in the Big Ten championship.
Yeah, and then I had a future that I put on Mendoza to win the Heisman, and then now it's switched. Sayin goes out there 316 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. He is now the new favorite for the Heisman Trophy. I think I lost my bet right there.
Yeah, unless they take a L against Michigan and he plays poorly, that trajectory is right there. I'm not saying they're going to lose to Michigan. I'm not saying they are, but that's the last team that they've got that's going to really give them some fight before the Big Ten title.
Does Mendoza, if Mendoza and IU win, could that pass Sayin, you think? Is there a performance that could leapfrog him ahead of Sayin for the Heisman after the Big Ten title?
Do like Alpha Luego Vega. Promote yourself. Go out there and get a page like Vanderbilt's done for him. Go out there and grab your crotch. Tell everybody what you're going to do. Wear a big change. It seemed like it's been working for him until he got his ass whooped yesterday. So go out there and promote yourself if that's what everybody's doing, right?
The homie Jeremiah Love still got a couple games, man. And I ain't all about this quarterback award that we just trying to give the quarterbacks.
Hey,
And technically, I know pie in the sky. Eli go in, they beat Georgia. Like, not only are they back on the national championship map,
He's 7th on the
path,
list now.
is,
you know what I'm
is that
saying?
on purpose? Is that on purpose, JB? Because
What's that?
I even found myself calling Manning Eli. I looked at one of our broadcasts. I called him
They say
Eli.
Eli.
I don't know if I'm getting it from
He
you
got the
or
package.
just.
No, man. Like I watch him. You know what I'm saying? This because for haters like not you, but like haters on other programs, man. You know what I'm saying? I watch him, man. He got a little bit of his uncles in him, man. So like yesterday, I saw a little Peyton in him. Yesterday, I saw a little
Oh
Eli in him.
Lord.
Long as he ain't got grandpa in him where he's taking sack after sack after sack after sack, I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
Hey, Grandpa couldn't help himself, man. He was playing 1 on 11. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
sack leader. Sack. Grandpa Manning. Look it up. Thank
Right.
you.
Yeah, man.
Give me 1 second. I've got your. Here we go. You got to play this for us.
You got
You'll hear it.
Man, we got to Oh, we got
Get the
bagpipes.
bagpipes. You got the bagpipes.
You know when they start paying Scottish bagpipes, they got you already know,
Uh-oh.
man.
Uh-oh.
Take me home
So the bagpipes are playing.
for.
We didn't think it could get any worse than what it's
Don't do
been.
that. Don't do that. I already
The
know who
fact
it is going.
that
Let
the
them have
Duke
it.
Blue
Let them have it.
Devils go in
Let 'em have
to Clemson and knock off Dabo and those
I'm
Clemson
surprised.
Tigers, John. And now he says, well, maybe they
Woo.
need to fire me. That's changed from
Uh,
earlier in the year when he was talking that smack, saying, ain't nobody better than me.
that's him trying to get out of there, man. He's pulling the Jermaine O'Neal from 2005, I think, man. He's
I'm
like, hey,
disappointed.
maybe they need to get rid of me. Yeah, you've
Y'all
been the
know I'm
me, man.
disappointed. Y'all know I'm
Ever since,
disappointed.
hey, JB, ever since he says, I'll quit coaching when it's time to pay players. Guess what? He quit coaching about 2 years ago. So he's a man of his word. It's shown up. Hey, and listen,
Thought he could
I have
shuffle
no
his
problem. I
way out.
have no problem throwing dirt on Dabo Sweeney.
I thought he could shuffle his way out of it, man. Heck, they was down in this game and rallied back. And like I said, Duke
Yeah,
won at the end, man. DK brings up a good point
I
that
think it was
the
the Boozer
disparity of
Boys.
talent, the disparity of talent has made things a little bit different for the Blue Bloods. And if
yeah,
you are prepared for that change in your locker room, that doesn't mean I'm still not a fan of 25, 26-year-olds, man. That's just crazy to me, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But you have to be a little bit more selective in your talent, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to extended football season. So they've had some trepidation he's never experienced before, right? Maybe it's not even since like year one. Um, I don't know, man. He got it. Like I don't know, man. The media can damn near get you fired these days, man. So, but
yeah,
like you would think that even through a year of trepidation, somebody like or even 2 years of trepidation, right? Or you know what I'm saying, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because technically they did, they made correct me if I'm wrong, they made the playoffs last year, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Um, but
yeah. They did.
like even a year of trepidation, like we gonna punt the season on Dabo Sweeney, punt his time here at Clemson. And I know coaches windows are they you know what I'm saying they all tell you you know what I'm saying they have a window where they know they're gonna get fired or they know it's time for them to you know what I'm saying go. But that just be real wild, man. Because he would be unemployed. That just be real honest, man. He'd be unemployed for like less you know what I'm saying less than a month, less than a week. You know what I'm saying? It's just maybe you know maybe it's the hindrance of what he's willing to ask like Dabo, just ask Clemson for more money, dude. I know it's terrible to say, man, but West Virginia asked like they were transparent. They asked for $10 million, dude. We got to get it, or we might as well not have a program here no more. You know what I'm saying? We know the Beard asks for money all the damn time. That's why the basketball program is in the toilet. You know what I mean? But Dabo just might have to think of a new way of building a football program if he wants to stay at Clemson.
Well, I don't think it's new. I don't think it's new at all. I think
Well, new to
it's
him, new to him, new to him.
and here's the thing, right? When you double down, so like when we're at the casino and you double down, there's no
Yeah,
coming back from that. He doubled down on what he said, and if he were to reverse, his footing, then all of a sudden he looks like a clown. So he's
I
going
can't
down
come
with
to
the.
Clemson.
I think he's going down with the ship, man. I don't think he's going to change his ways, and I think this year is a great determination of that. And I'm not again. I'll never time for somebody to be fired, but it's time for another voice in that
Well,
Clemson locker room other than Dabo Swinney.
It's two things coaches got to do now. They also got to retain. Like, dude, if he quits, man, everybody and their mother's gonna have everybody from Clemson try to get on their roster because he got good recruits. You know he got good
Yeah,
players.
yeah. It's
His
gonna happen just like LSU, just like other schools as well too. Penn State. You saw that they did a breakdown of the 5 4-star plus players that my man was getting at Penn State. I mean, they're
Who's
going
that governor?
somewhere.
Who's the governor of South Carolina? He needs to speak up.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, that's just what it is, man. And unfortunately, I don't think the game is past Dabo Swinney by. The guy still can coach. He just
Right.
is unwilling to move to the game, right? And that game is paying players, guys on their cell phones in your meetings, not completely listening to you. And he's in a situation right now where he's like, no, I'm not I'm not going to go down the path of getting guys I don't know. So now,
Right.
guess
Be
what?
unemployed. Less than a week.
Right. Okay. I want to bring up. I've made my
Frank
got my
Vogel.
latest bracket. Brackets come out on Tuesday.
So here we go.
I got Ohio State 1, IU 2, A&M is 3 right now, Bama at 4, and then Georgia at 5 moving up, Ole Miss at 6, Oregon at 7, BYU in at the number 8 spot. Great game this weekend coming up. 9 to Notre Dame. They move up. Unfortunately, then they squeak one out, but everybody else was losing. Texas Tech at 10. They had a nice win. Virginia, crucial win for Virginia. They move into my top 12, and Texas Longhorns, with their win against a ranked team, they move into the number 12 spot. Georgia Tech, for me, falls out.
Oh, man.
I passed out.
After one loss, man.
It was a bad loss.
You're right. It was a bad loss. I'll give you that for sure. But here's the good thing about this, though. Like I was telling on the Game Time podcast in week 1, this is going to change because A&M plays Texas.
Yep.
Tech plays Georgia. That's the beauty of this, right?
BYU
We love
plays Texas Tech.
Yeah, and we talk about these things. There's an opportunity next week. Now we got not next week for when Ohio State plays Michigan. We talk about Michigan's not as good as Ohio State. But this is a rivalry game. There's a fight. It's like the Auburn-Alabama game. And I know we'll get into the Hugh Freeze thing. But listen, man, you throw the records out. Crazy things happen in these games, man. But I love this. I like it right now as it is. But we know probably 3 of these teams. I'm looking here. 3 or maybe 4 of these teams won't even be in the 12-team playoff come into the season.
Nah. Utah gonna mess around, get hot, and be an upset spoiler in the Big 12. They took out Cincinnati last night. West Virginia out here begging for $10 million, but daggone Houston Cougars couldn't go east to do the daggone due diligence. So again, bad loss for the I told you last a bad loss for the conference, man, because again, you should have handled business against West Virginia and still conference would have been looking good. Arizona State, got a new the homies out for the sound like for the rest of the season, but they got a dual threat quarterback, man. This dude put 228 yards on the ground, and he's the quarterback. You know what I mean? Two touchdowns, man. He threw for 1, but again, they're an uphill battle. As far as Big 12 is concerned, they got to get to the Big 12 championship in order but like nah, man. There's some reckoning, man, with this list Brandon just put out, man. For sure, man. Just because I just ain't necessarily got Texas just in there just yet. For a 4-game win streak in the SEC is very impressive.
I mean, they beat a ranked team.
Yeah.
Regardless if you think you like Vandy or not, they were ranked highly.
Yeah. Well, Vandy's got a good team, man. It's not just about that quarterback, and that's the thing that gets me fired up. He gets all the pub, but if you saw that defensive line in the second half yesterday against Texas, if you saw those running backs for Vandy yesterday, they've got a real team. I know my partners on our show, we talked about it early in the season. No one's paying attention to Vandy. Well, that's the problem. You don't sleep on him, right? The
Right.
quarterback he's a recipient of the talent that's around him. And when after this season, when he goes on to working at the construction company that Brandon's going to give him a good reference for, they're going to still continue to play well because as long as that coach is there, the challenge is no one talked about that coach leaving. There, he can coach, he can get guys there, and they definitely also, by the way, they loosened up the reins at Vandy on the academic piece, is what I heard too. It's not. I mean, granted, it's not Ohio State loose, but they've loosened up the reins a little bit there at
Yeah.
Vandy. Okay. Chiefs just lost to the Bills. The last Hail Mary. We'll see. These two hopefully see each other in the playoffs. And
It's not been a good day. It's not been a good day, man.
two things I got. Let's add another $15 million to the buyout pool. Hugh Freeze fired from Auburn. And then also South Carolina fired their offensive coordinator today as well.
Wisconsin, what you waiting on? Wisconsin, what you waiting on?
Man, listen, first of all, South Carolina did fire their offensive coordinator. The athletic director did, right? He didn't want to fire. Coach didn't want to fire. That was his guy, right? They made the decision there, which tells me, that young man that's coaching, he may be on his last leg as well. Looking at Virginia Tech, over like, hey, y'all don't look so bad after all.
Mm-hmm.
Follow his daddy's footsteps because Beamer looked flushed again. Yesterday, they asked him, do you look to be bowl eligible, or what are you looking to get out of this? And he talked about, we got players in the locker room that are fighters. Well, that ain't the question they ask you though. They want to know: are you looking at bowl eligibility? What are you fighting for? And when he diverts to, we got players in that locker room that are fighters. That tells you a lot. Remember, I told y'all 2 weeks ago when they played Bama, he looked flushed. Everything he did was like hanging on a cliff. Everything, and he poured a lot of his time and heart into that this season. Those injuries, happened with their quarterback, and I understand Sellers, and I get it. But I just think Beamer, and I said at the beginning of the season, Beamer needs to go back home to Virginia Tech. That's his place. That's the name Beamer is synonymous with Virginia Tech, and there's no reason for him to be in South Carolina because he's not going to be able to play with the big dogs with the teams you just talked about, Brandon. The Ole Misses, Texas, Bama, Georgia, Florida. It's not going to happen, man. And yeah, not Florida this year, but they're going to get better. Right. I just think he needs to run to Virginia Tech.
John?
You talking about? You want me to answer? You want a question about college football as a whole, or
Hugh Freeze? Come on now, let's talk about your boy Hugh.
Look, dude, he ain't won. Who did he beat? Top 10 ranked team last 2 seasons. Nobody. I think if you pull up the stats, it's like 0-16 or something ridiculous, man. So, too much money flows through Auburn too for them to be under, not even in conversation. You know what I'm saying, of importance of any type of playoff contention or anything. You know what I'm saying? So do
they make another march at DCOT? Do they make another march at Lane again?
Why not? Why not? I mean, everybody else is putting their hat in the ballpark. Think about this: what their selling point can be. We are Alabama's state rival. You can take players from Alabama. This is because remember I told y'all he has zero chance to coach in Tuscaloosa. This is his chance to attempt to stick it to him. I think it's a long shot because I still think he's would be more Florida LSU guy than Auburn. But hey, man, we don't know Lane Kiffin, man. He's an unpredictable dude.
I hope he goes just so then I can say War Damn Eagle, and then I have this rivalry with DCOT. That is just.
Hey, you know what? We'll head down. I tell you what. I'm telling you now. If Lane Kiffin gets down there to Auburn, we're going to the Iron Bowl in that first season. I will make it work. Lock, stock, barrel. We're going to the Iron Bowl.
I might be able to
on my bucket list is get to a game even in Tuscaloosa. So that's on my bucket right now.
What an atmosphere, man.
I might be able to believe it more so in Auburn, man. I might be able to believe it so in Auburn than LSU, man. LSU
really
whack. LSU's a little wacky right now, man.
You're just upset at that governor. Because now the
Well,
athletic director got let go, which he needed to, because at that point there's no vote of confidence.
I think the cheerleaders coaching team right now, right? And the cheerleaders coaching team right now. I think that's the only one who left.
He's gonna have to come from. He got to come down and hey man, the media don't be asking
Birdsong
the
is
right
upset
questions.
at that governor.
I'd have asked him, man. So, what are you gonna let Zion Williamson walk out of New Orleans too? What the heck? You need to get involved in all the sporting. You know what I'm saying? You need to get some more players down with the Pelicans, man. What the hell, Governor? Since you worried about LSU, damn.
Hey man, the boot is struggling. The boot is struggling right now. I'll give it that, right?
Right. Yeah. My bet's even. I gotta say it every week because it's just working right now. Dion and the Buffaloes, another loss. This under 5.5 wins is looking beautiful. They're 3-6, 3 games left.
They're about to give up, man. They're about to give up.
52-17.
Listen,
they're about to get all the Clemson players. They're about to get all the Clemson players.
I said it earlier today. I said it last week. Dion made a mistake. I don't care if anybody argue with me. They can argue with their mama if they want. He made a mistake by leaving the state of Mississippi. Listen, the people here in Colorado don't like Deion Sanders, okay? They never did. And now he's at a place where he's not winning. And it looks as though he's making excuses to these fans here. That's what they're saying. They don't care about his health situation. They could give a damn about his real life health issues, right? Because they're saying, because I'm seeing him talking, all he did was talk. Well, he's going to bring a winner. Listen, Colorado ain't done shit in nothing in 25 years. And now all of a sudden, they had a good start to their first season. Everybody wanted to crown Dion as the greatest coach of all time. Well, guess what? The other things come to roost as well. So what's come to roost is their lack of attentiveness, their lack of talent. Remember their freshmen that they pulled? I think that the freshman quarterback they've got was a decommit for some school in the SEC. And everybody talked about how he was winning, right? He winning Dion. It hasn't worked. Mistake leaving Jackson, Mississippi. You could have made a bigger impact on the state of Mississippi, the city of Jackson, Mississippi, versus going out here to Colorado, to the mountains, where no one really gave a damn about you anyway. And now they're really showing it that they can't stand the guy.
John, what did I tell you back with Dion? I said he's gonna go. When he leaves, he is gonna rip them all of their resources, and they're gonna be another 1-10, 1-11 program after he leaves.
Well, I don't know, man. Colorado's issues are related back to their recruiting and related back to their the product they have on the field. It just didn't pan out. You know what I'm saying? He does have an old quarterback, but unfortunately his old quarterback got a lot of bad tape. And like when you got a lot of bad tape with the defensive coordinators out here that's getting overpaid, quote unquote, by the, you know what I'm saying, by the system or whatever, they got to show and prove. They shut all that down. So he's had a terrible season. We all know teams are quarterback driven. He doesn't have a great running game or anything like that. Everybody knows all the offensive great line play is either in Notre Dame or Alabama. Technically, I'm just being honest with you. At least this year, you know what I mean. So he didn't have any of those. Man. Same thing. I nitpick about Bill Belichick's roster at USC. You know what I'm saying? You kind of point your finger at what Prime kind of put together. It has a lot of big name assistant coaches, you know what I'm saying, from Super Bowl rings and whatnot. That does not win you football games. And those great stories about when or how you did whatever you did and however you did it.
I played with a broken ankle for 3 quarters. All those wonderful things not working.
Nobody gives a damn.
That does not win football games. Strategy and having, you know what I'm saying, a passing game or having a great defense, you know what I'm saying, in college football, that wins football games, man. Defense, defense. I don't even think they have a good special teams in Colorado this year. So, I wouldn't necessarily be thinking about even from either side, from the school side or even from Prime side. There's still a lot of money that kind of flows through Colorado. Obviously, it's not necessarily like, you know what I'm saying, some of the prime SEC schools or Big Ten schools. No, there's still a lot of history of football with Colorado. He probably needs, you know what I'm saying, try to quit hiring your friends, Dion. Quit hiring your friends to be assistant coaches, man. They don't necessarily make your friends don't necessarily make the best You know what I'm saying? Even though they may be qualified. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what I would say. But like I wouldn't necessarily jettison punt on Deion. Again, he's making $10 million for the next 2 or 3 seasons, man. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to tap into their better.
I think he's done this
I don't
year.
think he's done.
He's resigning.
Is it a combination of health? Is it a combination of health and winning, or do you think Brandon is it just the fact of the winning? Because I think of JB, to your point, if he's got 2 or 3 years left, Deion made it clear he likes money.
I think
I don't know that he voluntarily leaves with that money on the table.
I think he does. I think it's the scapegoat. I think this health is a easy scapegoat for him to leave.
I think it's real, though. I think his health situation is real. I think that's not 100%
real. But I think it's a scapegoat for that he can.
It's an easy out. It's an easy out. Gotcha. It's an easy out. Gotcha. Okay.
That's what I think, and I think we'll hear about it probably in January. I think he'll resign January, February, probably. He's got enough money, right? I mean, he could easily go do something else, right? You know, or even. But he'll say his health, and it could be a little bit, but it's an easy out for him to get away and wipe his hands clean. This is your mess now, right? My boys are gone.
Your boys are gone. Yeah, boys are gone. We tried. We gave it our best shot. We didn't get the support we thought we were going to get. We didn't get the recruits we thought we were going to get, and he slides out the back door, sliding on the easy street.
Yeah, Reggie says, get that jinx off the show. Yeah, Reggie, he is a jinx because I saw my.
This is a college. This is a college show. 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 Let's not veer off.
Jonathan Birdsong's boy, broken leg, Dylan Raiola for Nebraska.
Man,
tough times for Matt Rule and the Nebraska crew. They secured Matt Rule.
USC got a big win.
Yeah,
give Lincoln Riley his props, John.
Did you all take a look at Matt Rule's last 3 contracts he signed? He didn't finish any of them. He signed a 6-year deal with Carolina, and the NFL didn't finish it. He signed it was the school he was with prior to Carolina, a 7-year deal, didn't finish it. And so people are saying this extension means nothing because he hasn't completed anything. so yeah, they added a $15 million buyout to the pie there, but it doesn't matter because Matt Rule hasn't finished anything he started in the last 3 years. So don't get fooled by the fact that they added 2 years to the pie here.
Get out of the Big Ten, Nebraska. Get out now. Get out.
They should have been gone, JB.
Yeah.
Oklahoma goes into Rocky Top. Huge win.
Big win.
I was impressed.
Big sack fumble. Big sack fumble for a sack fumble in 6. That was the game breaker right there when they sacked because Tennessee was driving. They were in the 20-yard line, I think, driving, sack fumble, 6 going the other way, man.
The real John Mateer showed up, Brandon, finally. He showed up and showed out yesterday, man. I know he don't have enough Heisman tape on him to get back in that conversation, man. But yesterday's game, man, he played a good one, man. It looks like it basically was his whole season. They were, up and down because of the health. But like yesterday, man, they went into hostile environment, man. And he toughed it out, man. And he, whether it was passing or running on a rushing on the ground, like, dude, he looked amazing yesterday. Baker Mayfield-esque.
Let's see what Reggie said. Said the days of the Saban said the days of the tight end LSU were over.
Jesus.
Well, I'll tell you what.
You gotta do more with the board. You gotta do more.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Southern University lost again.
Man, listen. This is a college football show that has credibility, and we talk legitimate sports. Bringing up Southern or Reggie Sykes is like me trying to bring peanut butter and jelly to a Thanksgiving dinner. All right, let's keep it a buck, as my boy says. So
big games this week: BYU, Texas Tech. Georgia, Mississippi State. Some people might not say it is, but it's at Mississippi State. I think Georgia's going to have some problems in this game.
Cowbells, man. It's a night game.
With Florida. I was.
Yeah. Is it a night game? That Mississippi State game?
Let me take a look.
If they're in Stark Vegas, if it's a night game, beware.
Man, Georgia ain't fading me.
It's a noon.
Okay, well, I will probably take Jordan the points then, whatever that is.
A&M in Missouri.
A&M in a bloodbath. A&M in a bloodbath.
Oh, Reggie, there is no phone lines. It's only on StreamYard.
Like I said, remember credibility? I just said it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you need to go talk to someone else. Phone a friend. But no, man.
More gambling.
A&M is the best team in the SEC. I don't think it's not a 1 and 1A. I think it's 1, and then there's 2B maybe. A&M is the real deal, man. I think they take care of Missouri in an easy fashion. I think their toughest challenge is going to be the last game of the season when they play Texas.
Okay. And then I had IU Penn State just because it's a Big Ten game. And,
you already know Kirk gonna try to put.
Hey, realistically, we were talking about this today. What realistically would that spread be right now for IU at Purdue in a couple of weeks?
28.5.
Would it be north of 35?
I was gonna say 35. Yeah. I don't want to go. I don't want this.
They won by 60 last year.
I said 20. I said 28.5 because I lost that on Notre Dame yesterday with 28.5. But I'll tell you this, it's going to be a big number, and Kurt's going to do everything he can to double whatever the number is. Put it that way.
John, I put in our credentials yesterday for the Big Ten football championship, so we'll see. We're heading down to Lucas Oil. What else you got this evening, gentlemen? Anything?
Hey man, I just want to say shout out to the Indiana State Sycamores and Kurt Mallory, man. They got another victory, man. It's their first.
Is that Bill's son?
You know what? I think he might be, man. But yeah, they upset that San Diego State made the bus drive down to Terre Haute and got upset, man. So like, man. Shout out to the Sycamores, man. They got a victory.
Hey, to that point, we talked about big games and big weekend, and I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up this weekend's game coming up with Bama and LSU in T-Town.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why this is a big deal, and people are going to probably skirt by and say, "Oh, LSU going easy loss." They didn't have any players hit the portal. Not one player hit the portal. As long as they, and I'll tell you this,
I think you're covering yourself for Saturday just in case.
No. If Nussmeier starts, take Bama in the points, wherever the points are. I think right now they're 13.5. I'd probably give 14 if Nussmeier starts. Now, if that athletic kid out of Mississippi State, the young kid, the transfer from Mississippi State plays, I think LSU will probably cover because Bama struggles with quarterbacks that can get out of the pocket. Bama's going to win the game, but I'm telling you, it's not going to be as close as one would think because no talent left LSU, man. No talent left LSU. And one more thing on that, their interim coach has made an open invitation to all ex-players to come to practice for this coming week. If you realize the fake country, the fake accent, he barred players from coming in during the week of practice. He pushed those guys away and said, "I really don't need you."
He may be
first order
coach.
You know what? They probably need a guy like that, right? But yeah, so that's a big change that the interim coach has done for LSU. I've been paying attention to. Yeah, they're going to be fired up. They're going to get their butts whooped because they're going to be in T-Town. But they're going to be fired up. They're going to play hell. They're going to do that. They're going to play a hard game for sure.
I need to see Jonathan Birdsong doing a little sideline dance in the Dixieland Delight out there.
Hey, you know what? That might be a good thing, JB. I could fire it up. We could listen. We both East Siders anyway, JB. We could get together maybe a middle point on the East Side, man. I can bring some Dixieland Delight. I got a couple of long sleeve T-shirts for you, man. We could roll through, have a good little time. What do you think, man?
Give us some churches.
Listen, I know you. Hey, you know what? You know what? We can be right there on Washington and Post Road, man. Church of Chicken's right there. After we get done, there's a. Well, I don't want to say on air. There's a spot on the corner there where the old record shop is. Right there on the end.
I got some I got some time, but no, that's the purest passion on Post Road, man.
Yeah. But that's further north though. Further north.
I really can't comment. I really cannot comment about anything on the pure passion on camera. I will not. I will please.
So, JD, so are we hanging out? Are we hanging out next week? Because I know. Listen. You're a secret Bama fan. Brandon told me on the side. We talked about it. So I say next. I'll be home. Actually, I'll be home Tuesday. So let's get together. I'll bring a hoodie for you, a long sleeve t-shirt, either or for you. I've got multiple sizes. And I say we get together, we do a little Dixieland Delight video, or if LSU wins, whatever their song is. What do you think?
The LSU's not gonna win. The homie bro will be there. Wherever you want to meet up, man. The homie bro will be there.
We gonna book it. We gonna book it. It's been too long, JB.
Be at Pure Passion already.
He might be.
The
way you shake it. No.
D-Cot, just for you, since you're one of my favorite degenerates. You got to work tomorrow?
No. Not till Wednesday.
First college basketball game, 8 a.m. tomorrow.
6 a.m. here. 6 a.m. here.
Put that down. You get to watch it. Queens at Winthrop.
Oh, okay, I got you. 8 a.m. Are you going to the East? Are you gonna go do a physical bet, or are you gonna do it online?
I'm doing it online, and then I have to take our boys. John, IU Indy is at Ohio State tomorrow.
Oh,
that's a big.
What are they giving? What are they giving them? About 38?
Let me see, 30 and a half.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one. So, hey, that's the other thing, Brandon. We got to get together too, man. To the far east side on I-74. It's been a while since we connected there too.
And are they still protesting out there, picketing?
No, they're not protesting. They're unionizing, man. They're trying to unionize. Buddy of mine said, "Yeah, man, we're real." So when they went out on that Friday, that was on purpose to impact dollars, man. So they're in negotiations right now. It's going to happen.
I'm gonna be there. I don't know if he's talking about Pure Passion or what.
Yeah, that's probably what he's talking about. He's got some challenges and everything, but we don't want to talk about those things on air.
Ugly looking shirt and hat. Ugh. I had to look. If it's Pacers, I was okay, but ugh.
That's right. It's like some bird.
He does look good in like a little bit of yellow. We just got to get the black and yellow for the Steelers now for him.
Yeah, Lord have mercy. Yeah, you know what? You should do a meme for him having his Pittsburgh Steelers. You know what? I may send you something tonight. I may have something in the tool shed that shows that Reggie's a closet Steeler fan. I'm gonna see if I can find that for you.
Hey man, before we go, shout out to Yamamoto, man. Shout out to Yamamoto and the Dodgers. Took care of business. Yamamoto's been over here how many years? 13 years, man. Played for how many teams? He still can't speak English. I was like, man. He can speak English. He's more comfortable speaking the other because he can speak some English. He's just like, hey, I'm not going down that path. I want somebody. He don't want to do a Sammy Sosa. Remember that was Sammy Sosa. He says, what? Well, what? Are you kidding me? Yeah, he didn't do it. That was pretty good. That was obviously, you know what I'm saying, fantastic World Series, 7 games.
Yeah. Great series. Great series.
You know what I'm saying? The Dodgers just got too many bats, man. I don't buy into this thing talking about it was hard. Like, dude, they the number 1 team with the number 1 roster. Like, man, if they didn't win, like it'd have been a failure for them, man. But like, nah, man. You gotta tip your hat to it, man. Back to back.
Hey,
for how long?
And I know this is college, but a lot of people are talking about that there's going to be a lockout and they're going to have to conform to a salary cap. I'm telling you right now, baseball has the best union in the world, period. They shut down the World Series in '94. The players they're going to do the exact same thing unless something's happened. The only way they go to a salary cap is that when they go to the bargaining table, it's not going to be 51-49 players and owners. That level is going to have to move more like a 44, 56, something like that for there to be a salary cap. That's going to be your kicker right there. If that changes, the revenue sharing changes, then there's a chance. If the revenue sharing doesn't change, all you people who want a salary cap, forget about it. It ain't going to happen.
I think that's more fan driven. I think it's more fan driven than anything.
Yeah. They shut down the World Series. Guess what they think about the fans?
Don't give a damn. The Colorado Rockies and the Florida Marlins do not give a damn. That's just like a stadium thing. Right. They just like to have events. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? The
They may
powers
create
that
a
be.
minimum. They may create a floor. They may create a floor, but
Right.
it's not going to be a cap unless, like I said, unless those things change, man, for sure.
We
Yep.
got to chime in. We got to chime in.
Oh,
What you know?
Yeah.
oh,
Decott said it won't
oh,
happen. The
Lord.
owners should have to pay a minimum.
What?
I don't know.
Is he? Maybe
I
he's
don't know,
smoking
man.
something. I don't know. Yeah,
I don't
it's
know, man.
just yeah.
He said JB's right, so that's a first.
Hey, JB's been right about 17 times today. Yeah, we've been on for 50 minutes. He's been right 17 times.
Yeah. Anything else,
Lord
Joe,
have
before we
mercy.
go this evening? Big games this week. I don't have any. We got a big
Yeah,
show
nothing.
Wednesday. No guests, but
You
we
guys
got
got a
college
surprise, right?
pick'em. We got
Oh, I think
Tanner
that's
on. Yeah, we won't have him on our guest until November. Well, I guess we could talk about him right now, John.
Yeah,
We confirmed, right?
it's confirmed, man. November
Go ahead.
18th, a special side show away from like me and Brandon rambling. You know what I'm saying? While I be doing the puppets and the Michael Irvin. No, man, we just got a little sit down. Yeah, we got a great sit down interview plan with the homie from Butler. Number one in your heart, Kellen Dunham. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come on and
oh,
talk a little.
nice.
Gonna come on to, you know what I'm saying, talk a little his time and tenure at Butler. You know what I'm saying, cascading between the A10 and the Big East, and you know what I'm saying, playing under Coach Holtzman. We're gonna ask him all those questions and then kind of catch up in what he's doing right now with his life. You know what I'm saying? His
Nice.
playing days, even in the G League, you know, from a G League standpoint, or trying to get turned, you know, get back in NBA or whatever, are kind of. I'm
I think he
gonna
was in
say for himself.
TBT. I think that was the
You
last
know,
thing he was in.
yeah, but like, you
Nice.
know
I
what I'm
like
saying,
that.
he's coaching, you know what I'm saying, kids in shot coaching, you know what I'm saying, skills coaching. So,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying,
Billy
we
Keller.
going
Is he a modern day Billy Keller?
hey man,
Is
listen,
that
bro.
is that who he is?
I don't let nobody shade the shooters, man. I wish I
No,
don't
no, no,
Billy
no. You don't talk about Billy Keller.
no Billy Kelly's played for the Pacers, man.
Yeah,
Again, man, a lot of people,
the greatest Pacer shooter of all time, second to Reggie Miller, also Purdue graduate, state champion at Washington High School, along with George McGinnis. Billy
yeah,
Keller's a legend in the shooting,
I
man.
think I think Billy Keller could have been, if he had played in the 90s, he'd have been like a Steve Kerr situation. I do. I
Yeah,
believe that.
yeah.
You know
Hell of
what
a
I'm saying?
shooter, man. Hell of a shooter.
But Keller Dunham got a lot of Billy Keller in him, man. So we're gonna
Okay,
tap in, you
okay.
know what I'm saying, and
That's
on
love.
the 18th. So you know what I'm saying, Brandon's gonna come with the bat signal sometime this, you know what I'm saying, this week,
Yeah,
and
we'll
we, you
get
know
it
what I'm
this
saying, we're
week.
gonna go crazy.
Okay,
What about the Game Time podcast? What we got this week?
We've got an announcement come Wednesday. We've got it pretty much locked in, but you know how it goes, right? You want to make sure some local name. Everybody's gonna know this name. Person's done some good stuff, and then we're gonna back that up with another person that's done some good stuff as well. So hopefully this Wednesday we can make a couple of nice announcements, man. I don't want to jinx it, as my loser friend says, jinxing anything, but Game Time's got some good things going on, man, and look, continuing with this relationship and partnership too, man. People are, I'm here in Colorado passing out cars, and I'm telling people, hey, go take a look at this, man. Hey, we're having a good
There
time
you
here,
go.
doing some good. I'm serious, man, big time. People are loving
Yeah.
life, man, and they like the fact that we talk legit sports. We're not just here trolling regular guys, not out here, doing a show like you're shading people and talking about these crazy controversies. We're just talking
Right.
sports, man. So people are loving that, man, for sure.
Cool. One thing I have before we go, it's not really college football related, but just in general. NBA officials going to start wearing a headset starting Tuesday. That makes
What's
no sense
that,
to
man?
me.
What's that for?
Is that for
You
this
are a
gambling
buzzer?
stuff? Is that for this
DK
gambling stuff?
said he ain't watching NBA right now, man.
Yeah, well, but it's a real topic though, right? Because it affects my boys. I don't like it. I'll just say that I don't like it. I think it's a waste of time because you know why? Lose the headset and call it when a guy takes 6 steps.
What are they listening for?
Don't call a foul when Joel Embiid needs a guy in the nuts when he didn't touch him. Right? That's what the NBA needs to worry about. That's my point. That's my point. Right? That's why I don't love the NBA. They're worrying about the wrong things. So that's my NBA rant today.
Started. I love it. So. All right, guys. College football show week 10's a wrap. We'll be back next Sunday night as always.
Definitely.
Game Time will be hosting it. We'll see you guys then. Have a great rest of your week, ladies and gentlemen. Decott, have a safe trip back.
No doubt. No doubt.
Thanks for listening to the Crossroads Sports Radio Show. You can find more episodes on iTunes and the Google Play Store. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Crossroads sports content.